It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Knee Deep Brewing Company, and it's a can of their Simtra Triple India Pale Ale. Coming in at 11.25% ABV in a massive, what do they call that? A stovepipe? That is massive, the size of that can. Just to give you an idea, here's a British 440 milliliter can. Look at the difference in that. It's massive. Massive thank you to Kenny in America, for California, for sending me such wonderful beers. Kenny Robertson, thank you very much, Kenny. Without further ado, I'm going to get this can out into a glass and see what we get. It feels really, really manly. Sorry if that sounds a bit... But it feels like a Yorkie bar in my hand. Beer in the glass, look at this. I got another story to tell you as well. I'm being very much open now. As well, I've always been open, but I've always been open in terms of the beers, but I've never quite been so open in terms of why I choose to review these beers at these certain times. Right, so normally in my review setup, I will review a couple of pale ales, an IPA, and then I normally finish up with either a sour beer or a stout. I was down my local supermarket the other week and I picked up the stout and I thought, brilliant, yeah, let's review a stout to finish off with. And I thought, yeah, that looks pretty good. Big Drop Brewing Company milk stout. And then I get round to this part. 0.5% ABV. I almost threw it out of the window. I know there's probably people out there that like their 0 ABV beers, but off the back of reading that label, I searched around my kitchen for the biggest ABV beer I could find, because quite frankly, I don't want to drink 0% ABV beer. I just don't see the point. Again, that's just my view of the world. Your view might be very different. I hope I haven't caused you any offence. Look at this. Look at this. One finger, white head, slow moving carbonation. Look at the quality on that. Look at that. It's glowing. It's like a shiny 2-penny piece just come out the mint. Wow. Wow, let's get the aroma. Quite unusual, really, for a brewery. I mean, there might be a little bit of sediment in the bottom of the can, but I'm sure we would have seen it by now. Quite unusual for a brewery to really kind of brighten their beer as much as this. In this day and age, it's almost like a kickback to all of the hazy beers that we seem to be seeing for the last 2 or 3 years. Reviewing this in the year 2020, if you're watching in 10 years' time. But a fantastic aroma, tropical, juicy, hoppy, grapefruit, orange peel, bit of spiciness, pepperiness, pine needle. Definitely, there's a little bit of pine needle in there. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. Whew, unbelievable. God, that is a punch. That is a real real bitter punch. That's like taking one there, your head rocks over that way a little bit, and then you're having the full one over there as well, and it's knocking you back the other way, and you're like this, ding 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 ding, and the bell's going, and oh my goodness me, that is properly bitter. Oh, whew, that is bitter. Real. That's like the old school 100 IBU kind of bitterness beers that we used to love. You know, it used to be a challenge, especially when I used to go to Poland. It used to be a challenge. Have I still got Crazy Mike? I'm gonna grab Crazy Mike over there, but it will be really dusty, so excuse the dust. Yeah, look at the dust. Look at the dust. There's the back, there's the front. So Crazy Mike is 100, you can see it there. The reason why I'm getting it is 100 IBUs. And there he is there. Fantastic labels on these beers from Ale Browa in Poland. But it used to be a challenge. And the challenge was in Poland was to make a beer that would knock your socks off in bitterness. That's changed now. That has changed. In Poland now it's all about that kind of juiciness, that kind of double dry hopped and whatnot. But this is a hark back. This is a any haziness? No haziness whatsoever. So what are we getting? I've talked about the bitterness an awful lot. You kind of get that by now. What am I getting in flavour? Grapefruit, pine needle. It's like running into a pine tree and hitting your head into a pine tree. Grapefruit, lemon peel. It's like you've stuffed your face full of lemon peel and some orange peel over this cheek, and then you've just ran full force out of control into a pine tree, and it's like and everything's kind of like all over the place. Real bitter, astringent kind of. I say the word astringent. I think astringent is too strong a word. Let's use the word. Just big IBUs, big smash of IBUs. Grapefruit, pineapple, pine needle, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, lemon peel. It's like all these kind of peels in your mouth. But not forgetting there's a little bit of sweetness from the biscuit malt coming through as well. Good levels of carbonation, as you can hear. Shall we see what they say on the back of the can for Simtra? I have said thank you to Kenny, haven't I? I'm sure I probably have by now. Thank you very much, Kenny, if I haven't already. It was a turn of pace. And you can probably see I'm in the same t-shirt as I reviewed the Blind Pig and the Lupulin Trigger. It was the turning point was this 0.5% ABV beer. It was like, I was almost outraged, and I went, right, where's the biggest ABV beer in my kitchen? And so happens to be another beer that you sent me. So thank you, Kenny. Simtra is a triple India Pale Ale that packs a punch when it comes to hops. Citra and Simcoe hops combine to produce smooth citrus and piney hop flavours. Not meant for aging. Enjoy this triple fresh. I just love that big can. I was thinking about putting a log burner in my house, and I might go up and take the pot off the chimney, and I might feed this down the chimney and use it as a chimney liner. It's that long. Brilliant, love it. Look at the fantastic look of the beard as well as you rock him back and forth. You can see the carbonation chasing the head up the glass. Great stuff. Great aroma. Lovely look to the beer as well. It's not often these days that a brewer chooses to make a beer bright. And when they do, but with loads of flavour, that's the point. With loads of flavour, it's quite nice actually. I mean, I've seen every beer for the last 6 months. I've poured it out, and it's been like being sat next to the aeroplane, on the aeroplane, looking out the window when it's cloudy. You know, every beer has been cloudy for months and months and months and months, maybe even years. And it's nice to be able to say that this beer is chock full of hops, yet it's clear. And that's the art of brewing. That is the art of brewing. So well done to Knee Deep Brewing Company for producing such a fantastic beer. It's got me really excited. That beer got me really, really excited. I was going to save it for another day, but I did the whole check 1, 2. Am I slurring? Am I slurring? Hello, goodbye. And I thought, yes, I can still manage to talk like a proper Welshman. Let's rate it. I love that. I love that. It makes me think of times of old where it used to be all about the bitterness. But again, there's loads of flavour in the middle. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 beer from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.